On this episode of Lapeef Let's Talk,
On. That is cap. Maybe there are men that are like, yeah, you watch those. Stop it. Like, there's nothing a 5 washing dishes can do that will make you as sexually as excited as a 10. I don't care what the fuck you talking about. Okay. I just think that this whole thing is crazy because most men cannot afford this shit that you're telling them. They cannot afford this. They can't. They can't. They
And
can't.
it's a whole
You need
bunch
my
of
money. You need my money. You need my money. So I don't want to hear none of that, all of that. 90% of men need that check that she brings home. And this is the facts. Okay. So it's really wild to me that people want to try to Kevin Hart their woman. You are not Kevin. You should humble yourself. And you should not give bad advice to these men out here that are driving around in Corollas telling somebody what the fuck they need to be doing.
I got a question. So you married? You said you married, right? Chaotic. Do
Yeah,
you do you cheat?
yeah, I am.
Do you cheat?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Believe it or not, no. I, you want me to expound upon that?
Sure.
Okay. I don't cheat because I'm very faithful and I'm very honorable. And I believe, first of all, I came from a nuclear family, so I understand the dynamics of maintaining a certain level of order. And I chose a woman who I felt was special enough for me to rid my way. All men are capable of cheating, all men are polygamous. But when I met my wife, she was everything that I wanted. She was tall, dark, she looked Sudanese, and this is what I wanted. And on top of that, she was domestic. There's nothing like cooking and cleaning and shutting the fuck up. And what I'm saying is that it makes me not want to have any infidelities and cheating, for example. It makes me want to maintain that order. It makes me want to refine my animalistic urges.
So long story short, you saying that she's the person that determines whether you cheat or not.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's up to the woman. It's a woman's job constantly to keep you from acting upon your animalistic drive to have sex with multiple women. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, I disagree
Well,
100%. I
absolutely.
think a lot of it is just that, in a general sense, I think a lot of it is that guys put themselves in a position of where they have to reject temptation on a regular basis. And that's really what it is. It comes down to if you have to make an effort to cheat, because most times I would assume that guys that get into situations in which they wind up cheating, it's not something that they was looking to do, it's something that wind up happening. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times guys can cheat and not even remember the chick name and don't even, just keep it moving and not even trip off of that. They don't get emotionally connected unless they continue to rock with the chick for an extended period of time and they get to know her. Um, then she becomes a side chick, and that's a whole nother conversation. But the point is that when you don't put yourself in a position to have to reject temptation, you can't tempt me with something that I'm not interested in. You can't tempt me with something that's not always visible in my face. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that most guys have that discipline to be able to reject temptation to put themselves in that same room and then walk away with it without at some point at least entertaining the possibility of. There's no woman. I'm too strong of a man. I'm too much of a king in my own household. I'm a king of my own dick. I'm a king of my own life. There's no woman, not ever. I don't care what the circumstance. I don't care what it is that can ever push me to do anything other than what it is that I want to do. And that's why I'm the leader of my household, because I determine the ebbs and flows. There, I could never say that Rita or anybody else in my life, my mom, I don't care who it is, no woman can determine what I'm going to do on a day in and day out basis. Not one woman on this earth. That's impossible. And so, me as the leader of my household, because first, if you want to, the state of the community is the men, not the women. The women don't determine what goes on in the community, it's the men. And the only reason that women have any power in the first place is because we allowed it. We allowed it. And so as a result, what you see is the downfall of communities at large when you see weaknesses in it because the men don't stand up and take their place and they think that it's their right to do something. But I don't believe in rights. I believe in earning. You have to earn the right to do things. You don't just by default get it. You have to earn your benevolence. You have to earn your dictatorship. You have to earn the people that follow you and determine what it is that you're going to do. So as a result, I can't ever in any way say that a woman is going to determine what it is that I'm going to do. The only thing that she can do is what I allow her to do and what I allow myself to be tempted to do. It's never up to her. It's always going to be up to me.
Can I ask you a question, Anton?
Sure.
What would you say to a young man? Let's say the guy's 25. He's married. He married his wife or his fiance, and she's 22, 23. She weighs 125 pounds. Let's say in 2 years, she balloons up to 215 pounds. And he says, baby, I think you should lose weight. I'm falling. I'm not attracted to you anymore. And she refuses. What do you say in that situation?
That's she a reflection of him and his leadership. She should have never gotten that way in the first place.
Okay.
Rita has never gotten overweight ever in her entire life because she's a reflection of me. And the thing that I need her to do, she already understands it. And I don't even have to ask. I don't communicate it. She just understands and she does what it is that I need her to do because I'm the man that I need to be first for what it is that she needs from me. I don't negotiate. I told you I'm a benevolent dictator. I don't negotiate. This is not a democracy.
Texan?
I think that align with my statement then. But go ahead. My bad.
Okay. Woo! So I just think that it's crazy that you can think that somebody else's behavior determines your character, first of all. Second of all, it's some fucking cap for you to tell me cooking and cleaning has anything to do with your sexual urges, period, or what you find attractive or what turns you on. That is cap. Maybe there are men that are like, yeah, you watch those. Stop it. Like, there's nothing a 5 washing dishes can do that will make you as sexually as excited as a 10. I don't care what the fuck you talking about, okay? I just think that this whole thing is crazy because most men cannot afford this shit that you're telling them. They cannot afford this. They can't.
And it's a whole bunch of
money. You need my money. You need my money. So I don't want to hear none of that, all of that. 90% of men need that check that she brings home. And this is the facts. Okay? So it's really wild to me that people want to try to Kevin Hart their woman. You are not Kevin. You should humble yourself. And you should not give bad advice to these men out here that are driving around in Corollas telling somebody what the fuck they need to be doing.